It's live. We're live. Can you believe it? This is a new show I hope to do every Monday where we talk Star Wars, toys, movies, TV, news, whatever it is, we're going to talk it. Now, I'm probably still working on some bugs and everything here, so I need your feedback on the cam and the mic and everything. Every time I try to do a live, y'all say, I can't hear you. But when I actually bought me a new cam, although I don't like the look of it, it looks like I'm too white. I look too honky here. So I got my mic. I got everything up. So let's hope everything's good. We're going to talk Kenner Star Wars ships tonight. We're going to talk all the ones from Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi, and even the Droids cartoon line. I got another video going up after this one here. This one I'm hoping to be about 30-40 minutes. I don't know yet because I'm going to read super chats if I have any super chats after. But, okay. Police sirens outside. Now you're going to think I live in a bad neighborhood. I got another video coming up after this one. There's a place on Reddit you can go where people troll scalpers. People that are scalping the PlayStation 5 or whatever. It doesn't have to be PlayStation. And I thought it was fun to read some of those. I love it when a scalper gets trolled, don't you? Anyway, let me just check over here, see if I see anything on the chat right now. Gonna keep my eye on it, but like I said, I'm hopefully get some super chats that I can read them to you at the end. But let's just start this video out with a commercial. That's right, a commercial. I'll do how you like. No, don't worry, it's not an ad, it's a real commercial. Let's look at the Vader TIE Fighter and X-Wing Fighter from the old Kenner old Kenner commercial. Check it out. Okay, let's look at the Kenner ships from Star Wars. Start with the first movie, Star Wars. We have the X-Wing Fighter, very popular ship. I think almost every kid that has Star Wars figures had an X-Wing, at least one of the versions of it. Now, PAL Toys released it.
From Kenner's Star Wars collection, the Darth Vader TIE Fighter.
Careful, Luke, we've got company.
X-Wing fighter and action figure sold separately, batteries not included.
It's on our tail, Luke.
Darth Vader's TIE Fighter has flashing lights, action sound.
Luke's force is strong, but we've got him now. Oh, no, you don't. We've lost our solar panels. Perfect hit. I'll be back.
Kenner's Star Wars Darth Vader TIE Fighter. X-Wing fighter and action figure each sold separately.
Okay, back again. As you see, we had a little mix up there. I have another video ready to go to kind of tell you about the ships, you know, and I kind of hit the wrong button there. I knew there'd be some kind of goof going up, so let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm just seeing to make sure I didn't miss nothing in the chat here. But I want to thank you. Oh, Honky Tonk Man's in here. I want to thank all you guys for coming in. Let's see. The boxes were so cool. Bad hair. I guess he means from the commercial. Yeah. What's the most valuable ship? Sandcrawler. I don't really see on this video here. I'm not counting a sandcrawler as a ship. I'm only looking at those that fly in space. Well, I'm looking at the snow speeder. It doesn't fly in space, so I'm looking at a few of them here, but not, you know, just ships. I'm not doing land speeder. I'm not doing sandcrawler. I'm not doing Dubek. I'm not doing I don't know, skiff. I'm not doing the skiff either. So I'm just gonna kind of. You know, this isn't really planned out, but I'm going to have something a little bit planned out in a minute here. But I'm trying to think. Got an X-Wing back here. That's probably one of the first ships I remember having as a kid. The X-Wing. I think anyone that had the Star Wars collection, you had to have an X-Wing and probably a TIE Fighter. I don't have the original TIE Fighter. I was looking today because I don't have one, and I was thinking, I need to get an original TIE Fighter. Now, I had one back in the 90s, early 2000s. Probably sold it. But I looked on eBay and I couldn't believe what a loose TIE Fighter was going for nowadays. And man, these toy prices have really skyrocketed, haven't they? But TIE Fighter, of course, I had. X-Wing, like I said, I think everybody had an X-Wing. I think it was like $10. It was probably about 20 or 30 today's dollars. But is your X-Wing yellow now? No, it's actually pretty white. I would get over it, but then I have to get up and you see my big fat ass. So we got a super chat. I'm going to try to hold off the re-super chats, but it's a Happy New Year, or early Happy New Year. Thank you, Nick. It means a lot. I'm going to try to get back to the super chats at the end after we talk about the ships. The Fraggle Rock Cruiser. I can't talk to you guys because I keep looking at the chat. I'm trying to talk to you guys. Okay, X-Wing. I know I had a TIE Fighter, and of course, if you were lucky, you had the Falcon. Now, the Falcon's pretty cool because it was a playset. And you can see the Falcon right up there. I got a Falcon. Falcon is a playset and a ship. It was a lot of fun. It was huge and massive. It had the cockpit that opened up in the back, and you could, you know, had little stands to put the figure. Had the Jedi ball in it. Had the chess table. Had the gunner seat that you put a figure in upside down. That was pretty cool. The cannon made a clicking sound when he turned it. Of course, it had a button on the side. It did that same sound. You know what I'm talking about? That same sound that every ship did. Every ship, I think even the Han Solo pistol gun did it. Where it sounded like you were at the dentist office or something. So I know I had that one. I'm sure many of you had that one also. I think a snow speeder. Now, snow speeder is one I remember getting with my own. Well, I say my own money, but it was my birthday money. But that's the only one I can remember actually getting. Because I remember getting birthday money, my mom taking me and my friend Mike to Zayre's. I remember I got into Zayre's, a snow speeder. And I love that snow speeder. What was so cool about that snow speeder is the guns on the side, they lit up. It's kind of like kind of yellow looking, if I remember correctly. So I always loved that. I need to get me a speeder. See, I don't have any of the ships anymore. I need to get that. But I really love the speeder bike. I do love the speeder bike. The snow speeder. I really love the snow speeder. When we got into Jedi, a lot of the ships I didn't have because by 84, I mean, some of the ships came out at 83, but by 84, I was starting to get out of it. 83 was kind of getting away. I had all the figures, but in the Jedi line, we just top of my head, we had the Y-Wing. I never had it. B-Wing, I didn't get it until I started collecting in the 90s, but I love it. I love the B-Wing. I'm trying to think of what a TIE Interceptor. I didn't even know they made a TIE Interceptor until later. So we're going to take a look now at the ships. I'm going to run through all the ships and everything. Thought it'd be a lot of fun for you guys. So I'll go through all the ships, then I'll come back and we'll talk some more. Okay, let's look at the Kenner ships from Star Wars. Start with the first movie, Star Wars. We had the X-Wing fighter, very popular ship. I think almost every kid that has Star Wars figures had an X-Wing, at least one of the versions of it. Now, Pal Toys released this same X-Wing, but it had no lights and no sound. Sorry, you in the UK. Let's take a look at the TIE Fighter. Now, something odd about here, if you look at the box, look at the Darth Vader action figure on the box. That is a very odd looking Darth Vader. It's real thin, looks like cardboard. It looks like one of those early cardboard prototype figures, but I don't recall Kenner doing a prototype cardboard of Darth Vader, only 3PO. And let's look at the Darth Vader TIE Fighter. Here it is right here, Darth Vader. And you can look at the Pal Toys box, which is the same. They did get the lights and sounds with that one. And of course, one of the best ships out of the line is, of course, the Millennium Falcon. It was released in a US box and, of course, a Canadian box also. Now let's jump over to the Empire Strikes Back. We have an X-Wing here in the red box. This is the standard X-Wing, just like in 1978. The battle damage one would come later. They did change the box to the Dagobah box later on, still the original X-Wing from 1978. As you can see, the Pal Toy got the Dagobah box also. And then we have the battle damage X-Wing released late in the line. The ship is now colored gray, comes with the canopy now with a tint to it, and black engines. This is a hard one to find in the Empire Strikes Back box. Next up, I wasn't sure to include this one as a playset or a spaceship, but I'm going to talk about it anyway as a spaceship. That's Darth Vader Star Destroyer. Kind of odd looking design. It's not really all that fun if you ask me. It came in the Empire Strikes Back box, and if you can find it, in a Canadian box, which is kind of rare. Next up, we had the Rebel Armored Snow Speeder, one of my favorite ships from the line. I really remember getting this as a kid. Got it for my birthday. Went to Zayre's with my own money. This is the first one I remember buying myself, picking it out with my birthday money. So you have it came in two different boxes. You have one first released in a pink box, and one that's a little harder to find, that's in the blue box. You could also find the pink box with a free Rebel Soldier action figure, although that one's really tough to find. And probably one of the best ships out of the whole Star Wars line, or at least a fan favorite, is the Slave One. As it says on the box, it's Boba Fett's ship. It came in the Empire Strikes Back box, and then an updated one came with a backdrop in 1982. This was the same backdrop that came with the Darth Vader TIE Fighter in 1979. Probably one of the least liked vehicles is the Twin Pod Cloud Car, released as part of the Empire Strikes Back line. In 1982, it was released with a free Bespin Guard figure. And another one that wasn't really popular at the time, and collectors really haven't really taken to it either, is the Rebel Transport, which can be used as a carrying case also. It came with 4 gas masks and 5 backpacks. These were also given away as part of a mail-away offer. Again, this wasn't really popular with collectors. Now let's head over to Return of the Jedi. The TIE Fighter finally got its battle damage update with battle damage stickers. This TIE Fighter was only released in 1983, so finding it in the box is a little tougher than a lot of the other ships. One of my personal favorites, the B-Wing, was released in 1984. Not much really I can add to this one right here. And also in 1984, we have the Imperial Shuttle. Retail value back in 1984 when it was released was $38. In today's dollars, that would be $95, or $500 in Hasbro dollars. And the final TIE Fighter of the line was the TIE Interceptor, released in 1984 also. Some reason on the box it has a Stormtrooper as a pilot. The TIE Fighter pilot has been available since the Empire Strikes Back line, so why they didn't use it, I'm not really sure. Maybe the white outfit showed up better in the box. And we have the Y-Wing fighter, a fighter we first saw back in 1977 in the original Star Wars movie. It took until 1983 for us to get a toy of it. This one here is kind of hard to find complete. For the Power of the Force line, sadly we got no vehicles. No space vehicles, that is. We got a skiff, but we're talking about things that flew around in space. But there's one more ship we need to look at, and it's from the Droids line. I included this one here because it's the A-Wing fighter, and although it was released in the Droids cartoon series, many collectors count it as part of the movie line. After all, we did get the pilot for it in the movie line, and it was planned to be released in the Power of the Force line, but when that line was canceled, Kenner moved it over to the Droids line. I knew when I put it on mic that I was going to screw up. Bradley, thank you for the super chat. Merry belated Christmas. Christmas to you. Now, hopefully you all can hear me. Like I said, I've got some bugs to work out on this episode. So hopefully you guys let me know if you want me to do more this. My plan is to do this every Monday. But let's go back through some of them ships. How did I not mention that Slave 1 came with a Han and Carbonite? How did I not say that? That was cool. Okay, it wasn't a real figure. It was just a plastic piece of carbonite. But to us as a kid, during Empire, that was pretty cool right there to have that Han and Carbonite. I love that thing. But I remember I lost it pretty early on. And like I said in the video, this one here is the white one without the battle damage. Do y'all let me know what you think about the battle damage? I don't like the battle damage ships as much. You had the TIE Fighter with battle damage stickers. You had the X-Wing. They did again. I'm okay with the look of the X-Wing. Kind of made it darker gray. The canopy was a little darker. That was okay. I never liked the battle stickers. You know, the damage stickers. Because in the movie they didn't have that. X-Wing and the TIE Fighter. I know in the movie they're not white. But I always liked the white TIE Fighter the best. TIE Interceptor. I never had the TIE Interceptor. Like I said, I didn't even know about that one as a kid. I think I was getting out by 1984. That was, you know, I can't even hardly remember them in the movie, you know. But they're in Return of the Jedi. What's the worst ship? That's what I want to know. What's the worst one? Twin Cloud Car? Is that the worst one right there? What's the deal? You got one that sits over here and one that sits on this side over here. It's like two friends that now hate each other. They have to be separated in the middle. I don't understand that. I never really liked that Cloud Car. It looked like an orange pair of shoes. I don't want to play with an orange pair of shoes. probably one of the most impressive is, of course, the shuttle. I got a shuttle over there. I was going to grab it and bring it over here, but it's too big and everything, so I didn't bring it. But that's the shuttle right there. Let's check over and see what this guys are you saying. Of course, we got the Bradley. I always said thanks, Merry Christmas to you also. I got a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year already. How about that? I'm glad the audio's back. Sorry about that. Like I said, first one, learning this Steam Lab and I've been going over it for the last couple hours today, hoping I got everything right. So hopefully we did. Let me know what ship did you hate? I never had the Rebel Troop Transport. I think that's about the only thing from the Empire line that we didn't have growing up. That and the Star Destroyer. I don't think we even wanted the Imperial Transporter. It was just a fancy carrying case. They said it was a ship. I never really cared for it. I saw some guy ask me what gas mask came with it. Just a little piece of rubber you put on the figure's face, tied around the back. It came with a backpack too. They also sold these on the back of the car, kind of a mail away offer. Send in proof of purchases, I believe, and get it. Did you know that the snow speeder one of them came with a Rebel soldier? I forgot all about that until I was doing this video. And the Cloud Car pilot. Cloud Car came with a pilot. Very rare. It's something they did just for certain retail stores. Not everyone got that box. Why does this webcam make me look so white? I don't know. Let's see what else we got over here. Merry Christmas, family junk. The Imperial Star Destroyer was a vehicle. It's kind of sucked. Yeah, I almost didn't put that one in here because I was like, is it a vehicle or is it a playset? I guess technically it's a playset, but on the bottom it had a handle so you could put it right here, rest it on your arm, and make it fly around. So in that way, I felt it was a ship. So, what about that cardboard backdrop that came with Darth Vader? As I mentioned that, it's the same backdrop that came with the Slave 1. I meant to show a picture of that, and I didn't put it in there. But the one that came with Slave 1 in '82, I think, was the same. My birthday was on Christmas. Well, happy birthday, biggest Brad in Detroit. Not sure if you're the biggest Brad, but I'll take your word for it. The B-Wing is meh. Come on, I love the B-Wing. Who's talking bad about the B-Wing? Mini rigs suck. I think I did a video on the unreleased mini rigs, but I remember in the 90s when I got into collecting again, people really made fun of the mini rigs. I can't even say it. The mini rigs. So I was never really a fan of the mini rigs. I've come to like them a lot better now that I got older. Just not a big fan of something that wasn't in the movie, I think. At least the B-Wing has some nice play value. It did. I love how the cockpit spun around. You could put a figure in it, throw the ship around, the cockpit would stay the same. So the pilot was always sitting just right. I always love that about that. Did you have a land speeder? Yeah, land speeder is one of the earliest toys I remember also having that land speeder. I love that land speeder. Check it out over there. It's on springs. Rolls really fast. Is that the Junkman? No, it's not the Junkman. It's that Junkman. Did you have yeah, I had the Hoth playset with the bridge that fell down. I love playing with that thing. Now, if that thing, maybe next week I'll do a playset because I love that playset. I've been thinking about getting that one again. Y-Wing's gun moved. I can't remember. Did it move? I can't remember that. The Y-Wing is the most advanced vehicle in the Kenner line. The Y-Wing was pretty cool. I just wish they did the Y-Wing with Star Wars. I probably would have got it. The Imperial Troop Transporter sucks. Not in the movie. Yeah, and I don't hate it as much as a mini rig. The meditation chamber on the Star Destroyer was a cool feature. That was probably the coolest thing, is that chamber and the red window thing that was supposed to be, I guess, the hologram. That was kind of, and it had a little place where you could hang action figures upside down. The only thing I mean, Luke hung upside down in the Wampa Cave, but I don't remember anybody else hanging upside down the Star Destroyer. Is Jabba a playset or a figure? Jabba is a figure that comes with the playset Throne. Throne is the playset. Opens up. It's got a little dungeon to keep people. Jabba is a figure. Jabba talks. Jabba is an action figure. The B-Wing can use as a battle axe. It probably could. Battle axe right there. You're right about that. The Fonz Migo is one of the greatest figures of all times. AV, I will have to take your word for that. I don't know if I believe you. Yeah, today, the first I was going to do this, my whole Monday live thing was going to be old toys. I was going to talk about Evil Knievel, and I thought, hey, most people that come to my channel love Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Let's make Monday live Star Wars Mondays. Star Wars Mondays, because we all need something to make Mondays better. So each Monday, hopefully you guys will like this, I'll do a live stream where we talk something Star Wars. And today, of course, we're talking X-Wing fighter and other ships, of course. Let me just run through my mind again, make sure I didn't miss anything I wanted to talk extra about. Like I said, TIE Interceptor. I hate I never had that. You see the white pilot was driving that? Why did I do that? You know, let's check out some. I know the Desert Skiff was not a ship, but the Desert Skiff is art. That is toy art right there. You want to check that out. I got the skiff back here. That is not the original vintage skiff. That's from the 90s. I think it was released at Target, if I remember. They did it twice. I think F.O. Schwartz did one, and then later Target did one, if I remember right. And that's the 90s. I would love to have the vintage one, but it costs a lot of money, so that's going to have to do. Where's Larry J. Wampa's favorite Star Wars ship? His favorite Star Wars ship is the Cloud Car. I didn't want to bring it up. He's probably going to get sore that I told everyone, but he really loves that. He's got like 5 shirts with the Cloud Car on it. Let's see here. Playsets don't come with figures. Well, I hate to bust your bubble, but they do. Jabba Throne Room came with a Jabba and a Salacious Crumb figure. The Cantina Mos Eisley backdrop Street View came with 3 figures. Snaggletooth, mostly blue, but a red one at times. Warsman, Greedo, and I think the other Warsman, Greedo. Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody. And as I said earlier in this video, some of the ships came with figures also. So I have a Millennium Falcon. It's like all the compress and one little token. Is that rare? It's like all that. Wait a minute. I have a Millennium Falcon that's like all compressed. I think it's a little Tykes toy. I don't know. I have to see a picture of that one. Is it metal? That's the one I could think of. Junkman, why was it that you could be 4 to play with some vehicles and not 5? Well, that's because 4-year-olds still like eating missiles. 4-year-olds will rip that off and choke all over the place. But when you get 5, you don't really do that as much. Unless you're an old man like me and you still do that. I think that was kind of dusty there. Ooh. Why do I look so white? And again, just to promote the next video tonight, I'll have it up in a few minutes after we get done with this, where Scalper's getting trolled. I love when a scalper gets scalped. Compressed Falcon is probably a missile fleet. Oh, Nick, thank you again, Nick, for the super chat. Really means a lot. The Cloud Car was so cheaply made. It was the land speeder of the series. Let's be serious. Of Empire. Star Wars, you had land speeder, $4 or $5. Price of maybe 2 figures. It was cheap. That was the Cloud Car of the Empire line. Just something cheap. How's your son doing? He's doing good. His surgery's coming up middle of next month, but he's doing good. His back don't even hurt him. I don't know why. His back's like this. Hurts me just looking at it. Slave 1 looked a little like it was produced by Dyson. Oh, Dyson, the vacuum cleaner. I thought you meant Miles Dyson. Oh, is that Dyson? I love that Slave 1. I love on the Mandalorian. In the Mandalorian, we finally got to see how the ship moves when it tilts. You know, when it does like that. We get to see inside how it rotates. That was pretty cool with the Mandalorian. I love the Death Star. Death Star is the greatest playset ever. I don't care what you people in the UK say about your cardboard round Death Star. Mad Dino sent in a $5 chat. It means a lot. Thank you right there. Love the land speeder. Like I said, the land speeder, although we're not talking vehicles, we're talking ships. I love the land speeder also. Maybe we'll talk about vehicles soon. The Mission Fleet Falcon is not very rare. That's one of the, I don't know the new stuff, so I'll take your word for it. Pal Toys Death Star, Kenner Death Star. Is that, well, I never had the Pal Toys one, so I can't really say. But as a kid, if I could play with something round and cardboard, or I could play something that's a tower and has an elevator, I'm going to pick tall with elevator every time, I'm sure. Let's see what we got here. I still have the Imperial Troop Transport toy. I was so pleased to finally see them. Yes, the Mandalorian. If you notice the Mandalorian, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and all of them must have been really into the Kenner toys when they were little. Did you notice Biff Fortuna at the end of the Mandalorian? He's having that staff that he doesn't have in the movie, but the Kenner figure had. And there's always a little nod in almost every episode, something I can relate back to the toys. So that's pretty cool. Hasbro should do a blockade runner. That would be cool. You know, Kenner almost released a blockade runner. Did a mock-up of it, made a prototype. Some reason Luke was standing on top of it, but a blockade runner, I don't know. And I thank you for calling the blockade runner. So many people now don't call it the blockade runner, and I was like, it's the blockade runner. It's the blockade runner. Oh God, Kenner cardboard Death Star was the best playset ever. Sorry, didn't have an elevator. Anything with a working elevator makes it the best toy ever. I remember my brother had this earthquake building. I'm getting off topic here. It's not Star Wars. It was the earthquake. Remember that? I guess it was from the movie Earthquake, but it was shaking everything. It was a building. I have to look that up. I forgot all about that till you said something. It made me think of elevator, and it made me think of that. Bradley, did you see the prototype Dark Death Star? Yeah, I've seen that. I hadn't seen a really good picture of it. I've seen some pictures on Google, but I can't really find any good information about that prototype, which is odd because usually you can find about everything else. Shuttle Tidarian is epic spaceship. I finally found one in good price. That's good. If you can find one with wings work and in good price, that's very good. The cardboard AT-AT. Yeah, you know, they did that same space 3 times. They did it with the Land of the Jawas, they did it with the AT-AT, and they did it with the Imperial base. They loved using that same. I mean, the same one. I had the little Jawa cave and everything. Oh, they like to reuse some of the same stuff for sure. I'm gonna get hate for this, but I really like the Power of the Force one-man stand scale. Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, out of the mini rigs, I have to give you that's probably one of the better ones. I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't give you no grief on that. My first Star Wars vehicle was the speeder bike. You know, that was your first one. I think that was my last one as a kid. But I remember being out of Star Wars. I was probably already out of He-Man. But we finally got a Toys R Us. We didn't get a Toys R Us in my town until I was out of toys. But I was like, my dad took me there, and I was kind of on that borderline of, I want to buy toys, but I don't want nobody to know I'm buying toys. And they had a speeder bike. And I already had a speeder bike, but I wanted it just because it was Star Wars, so I got it. And that's really like my last kid toy I remember buying, at least from Star Wars. Did you have any of the Droid Factory? My parents couldn't afford it, so I didn't. We did have a droid. Now, I'm going to be honest, my grandma used to spoil us, at least my brother. So a lot of times my brother had everything, and I would play with it also. But we did have the Droid Factory build a 3-legged R2. Let's see here. Sorry, my eye's itching here. I had the Droid Factory. He had it also. The Ewok Capture was okay, but not bad. Oh, the Ewok Catapult. I have the Robin Hood Catapult. Yeah, the Droid Factory was pretty fun. It's kind of like a Lego of its time. In fact, I did an unboxing about a month ago. I just got one. It's sitting over there. I hadn't had a chance. I need to get something. Like I got this black thing in this corner. I need to get a black thing in that corner over there. My first Star Wars vehicle was the, I read that one already. I have a Luke Skywalker. It looks like he has a pig nose. I think it's from the 2000s. Maybe. I don't know much about the 2000s. Maybe it's Porkins. They dress the same. Does the Dewback count as a vehicle? Well, you do sit on it and ride it, but I would count that as a creature, along with the Tusken, or along with the Wampa and Tauntaun. Hey, Jumpman, a snow speeder, or 5 new figures? Talking about now or when I was a kid? As a kid, I'll probably go with the 5 figures just because like I'm getting more. Now I'll go with a speeder because I don't have one anymore. I don't know what happened. I sold some stuff a couple years back, and I got to get back in there and get them. Have any of the vehicle prototypes from the unreleased 1986 line ever made it to from what I remember, top of my head, I did a video on it, but I'm pretty sure nothing from that 1986 line got made. That it was all just, I know there was a folder, talked about Tarkin coming back to life and all that. I don't think anything ever got into the prototype form. Now, I know the Jabba Dancer, that was going to be later in the series with the 4 breasts, but I think she was right before Power of the Force. There's a prototype of her, but Lucasfilm turned that down. But off the top of my head, I don't think any of the 86 stuff actually made it, except for the droids and Ewok. There's some prototypes of them that people have. Again, top of my head, I don't think there were any hard copies made of those '86 line. I think by going in '85, I think they knew there was about time to pull the plug on it. Indoor Forest Ranger mini rig. That count? Counts as a mini rig. #1 channel on YouTube. Thank you. I don't know about that, but I'll take your word for it. Hey, from the sunny UK, Junkman UK, Pow Toy right there. You just play with Pow Toys, I bet. Have you? Hey, going a little fast here. Had Ewok glider? Did you keep all the parts? I never had the Ewok glider. I just had the Robin Hood glider. I never really got it. I don't even remember that as a kid. I think I was getting out of it by then. Or it was Ewoks maybe. The mini rig minor Java sail. Yeah, the barge thing, the little sail thing. That's pretty cool too for a mini rig. I think that's Power of the Force line. I was definitely out by a kid then. Have you talked about the old Kenner Star Wars Mew reviewer? It was, yeah, I got it right back here. The Mew, I love that. I think I did a video on all that. I think I did a whole video of how to watch Star Wars at home before videotapes. I think I did a video on that. And I love that, man. I love that thing. You know, it looked like crap. Still looks even worse today, but I loved it. And you go backwards and see the film backwards, slow it down, see it in slow motion. I love that thing. Did Larry beat up Gangster? They're always feuding. I can't keep up. I don't know. One's always mad at the other. Greetings from Canada. Hey, James from Canada. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats or anything here. You guys, make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, Moose. I know I need to change that sign. I've been having that Hey Moose for a long time. Be honest, I bought that. And I said I'm going to change it every time. Every time I'm going to change it for a video. And I get lazy at trying to spell out stuff. And I was like, I need to change that one. I was going to change it today to say, Hey, Lisa. You know, Hey, Moose. Hey, Lisa. But I didn't know who would get it. And then I got lazy. Star Wars coins are expensive? Yeah, they are. I guess he means the Power of the Force coins. Who's Moose, by the way? James, you said you were from Canada. And you asked me who Moose is? He needs to have his Canadian card taken away. Somebody inform James who Moose is. Moose is his true love. I like Moose more than I like Lisa Ruddy. Lisa Ruddy. I saw Millennium Falcon that you open up and it's a game at my local vintage toy store. I'm not sure if it's rare. You know about it? Falcon, that's a game. I can't think. I remember some Falcon game in the late 90s, early 2000s, but I can't remember what that is. James got it. Yeah, James, see, you teased me. Like he didn't know who Moose was. Today is Mando Monday. No, today is Junkman Monday, Star Wars Monday, where we're going to talk Star Wars live stream every Monday if you guys are having fun, that is. We actually got a good crowd in here tonight, 114. And if you missed earlier, I went through all the ships, so get here on time next time. You can let me know, come back to this video in the comment section, let me know what to talk about next week. Playsets, movie, EU, comics, whatever it is. We're going to talk Star Wars on Monday live stream. What do you think about the old retro Star Wars video game from Atari and Super Nintendo? The Atari ones, I had Jedi Arena that had the paddle thing. Wasn't too fun. The Empire one was okay. I never really got into the Atari games. I did love the Nintendo ones. And better, the Super Nintendo, the Super Star Wars, Super Empire, Super Jedi. I love those. And they actually did a good Indiana Jones game also. Oh, man. Have you ever had a cheap remote control Sandcrawler? Yeah, Sandcrawler. If you ever need a cheap remote for 1990 Toy Biz Batmobile, it works like a champ. I did not know that. That's good. Favorite Star Wars video game? I'm gonna say the Star Wars Lego game. I really got Lego. Yeah, I really got into those Star Wars Lego game. I don't know if it's because at the time my daughter was old enough to play them and got really into them. But the Star Wars and the prequel one, really, I think I play that more than any other Star Wars game. But I really love the old school arcade Star Wars game also. The one that's like the Death Star and you go in the trench. I remember a local bowling alley had it, and it was amazing. It was like graphics. I know they look goofy today, but I couldn't believe the machine talked and everything. What about the family ship from... yeah, they didn't make any toys from that. Love the Super Star Wars trilogy. Still had them on CIB. Yeah, I hadn't played them in years. I need to get them again. I tried to play the NES, regular Nintendo Star Wars game, but I wasn't too good at it. I need to try that again. Let's see if your Imperial Dignitary has a nose rub. He's up there, and yes, he has a nose rub. You're right about that. Falcon playset or vehicle. Someone asked that earlier, and it's a ship. Although it has a play area. Just because you can play something doesn't mean it's not a ship. Hey, Jumpman, I'm looking to start making my own videos about Kenner Star Wars and other Star Wars things. What's the best way to start? That's hard. That's hard right there. Just talk about something you know, something you love. My advice when I try to do it, I try to make something that I don't think anyone else has talked about, or find a new way to do it. Because, you know, I can't just say, hey, here's Luke Skywalker. You know, something that's 100 people's talking about. So I like to try to find a different way to do it. It all depends on what kind of video you want to make. The arcade game was awesome. That it was. Somebody said, I think it's Kevin Kubacheski, but I didn't know the middle parts. All right, thank you. Yeah, like I said, just try to find a way to come at it unique. Either that's just you, the way you talk about something unique. Just try to make it something different so it stands out. That's the only advice I would really give. But hey, I'm still trying to grow too. So, how would you redesign the Star Wars Destroyer? How would I redesign? The only thing you could have done with the Star Destroyer is make it massive. You remember like that big ship they did for G.I. Joe? Make it like that, and make it where it splits in half. You can lift up the top, and it's got the. I mean, I know that would have been too expensive, but that's the only way you could. That's the only way you could have done it if you wanted to make it. Hey Jumpman, I got some awesome 12-inch vintage figures for Christmas. Whoever got you that loves you. That's a pretty good gift to get. Hey, it would have to be huge. It would have to be, but hey, if they could do a ship for the G.I. Joe line, especially at the time Star Wars was at its hottest, you know, if they did it in 1980, 81, they could have done it. It would have cost a lot, but they could have done it. Who will be the guest on? I don't know who's going to be on the action figure show this Friday. Larry handles all that stuff. Jumpman, do you like Jurassic Park? I love Jurassic Park. I love it. That's about the only one. The first was about the one I liked. Second was okay. Third one I couldn't stand. I think I saw that new one when they brought it back out. But do you have the Kenner? No, believe it or not, I don't have the Kenner Wampa. I had it. Don't have it anymore. Like I said, I sold some stuff about 10 years ago. So I need to get back into getting some of the stuff I sold. But no, I don't have that. I have a dewback, but he's missing his saddle and everything. Do the Death Star then. Is that some kind of new dance? Do the Death Star. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know how to dance. Sorry. I wish Filoni and Favreau would bring in blue. I wouldn't be surprised if you see that creature in a blue outfit in The Mandalorian before they're done, or one of their shows. I would be very surprised. Oh, you got the compound. Sorry guys, you got the. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Now see, I was getting back into toys when Jurassic Park came out, but I was getting into Batman, more of a collector's. I got some of the Jurassic Park stuff. I love that Jeep they did, but I never got the compound. That's a good one to have. I heard that one's hard to get. Oh, thank you for prayers for your son. Thank you. I love the Death Star playset from Kenner behind you. I have one complete myself. That one is complete enough for me. 99% complete. It's pretty close. They don't have the ball, the little where you swing across. Not the ball, the little rope thing. And it's got. Well, I took the original foam out and I got it in a Ziploc bag. I think if I open it, it's going to disintegrate. So and the gunner, the big laser gun don't stay in place good. But other than that, I'm happy with it. I don't need everything to be 100%. Like I said, when it comes to ships and stuff, sometimes I like them to look played with. I like the little history of them when you find them. I like beater figures too. You know, figures that have been beat up and everything. Super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the great content. Thank you for coming and watching. And I'm going to tell you guys here, maybe the first to know, I'm almost at 20,000 subs. I'm at 17.3. When I hit 20,000, I'm going to give away a Death Star playset loose. I'm not going to say it's going to be 100% complete. Not giving you mine, but I'm going to give at 20,000. When I hit 20,000 subs, somebody's going to win a Death Star playset. And sadly, probably got to live in the U.S. or pay shipping. But I'm cheap, okay? But I'm hoping to give one away. I tried to give away one last year, and the guy that won it, it was a whole mess and everything. So this one I'm going to give away. I'm going to make sure whoever gets it, not going to give me any problems. Okay, let's see. We're at 40 minutes. I'm going to do this for an hour. It's going to be 30 minutes, but I think we'll do an hour. And y'all let me know what you think about doing this every Monday, going over something Star Wars. I need a swing canopy. Swing canopy. What's the swing canopy? I might have missed what you said. Hey Jumpman, live, sweet. Sean Solo 8. Yes, I am. Yeah, go back. But go back and watch. You probably missed a lot if you're just coming in. Do you like watching V, this TV series? Oh, V. I love V. I love the miniseries, and every night I couldn't wait to watch V. Yeah, I really love V. I need to go, but I haven't seen it since back in the day. He-Man fell off the roof. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry your He-Man fell off the roof. Looks like my He-Man fell off the roof back there. His nose is all broken and everything. Monday sounds good. Monday. Oh, another Jeff. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeff. Hey, Jumpman, just got home from work. Glad you're still on. Well, Jeff, go back and watch it later because you're going to want to see, my rundown of all the ships and everything. But, Jeff, you come to my channel a lot. You probably know all about everything. I probably didn't say anything new. Did you like Battlestar Galactica? I remember watching it. I don't remember much about it. I know I watched it, but I wasn't a super fan or anything. I was in the Jason of Star Command, though, but I don't think many people were. I've been reading about $6 Million Man. That's a good line. Actually, I thought about doing a $6 Million Man video. I haven't done one, and it's kind of surprising I haven't done one. So I need to do one. I need to do something on that series. I'm doing that whole new series where I'll do a review of the TV show. Then a toy line. I did Dukes of Hazzard. I think I'm going to do... I might do $6 Million Man next. I don't know. I've got some things in my head. Hey, Jumpman, what's your most favorite thing in your collection? Right now might be my Hot Toys Boba Fett, just because it's new and it's my first hot toy. But probably vintage-wise, Kenner-wise, probably my Death Star or the TIE Bomber. That's the only one I keep downstairs in my living room. A die-cast TIE Bomber that was only released in test market. I watched Wonder Woman in the theaters. It was good. My daughter absolutely loved it. I haven't heard much of everything I've heard about it has been negative, but I haven't even seen the first Wonder Woman, so I'm not one of the judges. Why are 2010 Legacy AT-AT parts so expensive? That I couldn't tell you. I don't know much about that. Dr. What? That's right, Dr. What. What toy line do you want to see rebooted that has not been? Toy line rebooted that hasn't been rebooted yet. That one's probably take me some time to think of. Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head anything. Let's see Mask come back. I didn't really buy Mask. I was after my time, but I know how much people love Mask. So I'd love to see that come back in some kind of form. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member of Patreon. Yeah, Jeff, thank you. I know Jeff. Jeff, I need to get some new badges for you guys. I think you still got blue snaggletooth. The bridge on Hoth was awesome. The vintage fighters are my favorite. I'm looking up to have a working. I remember buying the Droid Factory instead of a Dewback. That was probably worth it. Couldn't make it. Yeah, that droids you made with that wasn't really cool. I love this channel. Chris, I love your channel also. I don't know if you have a channel, but you love my channel, then I'll love your channel. Yeah, Mask back. Like I said, a lot of people love Mask. I was a little out of toys by them, but just for everybody else, I would love to see Mask come back. Bring it back, because I know a lot of people would love to see it again. You hadn't subbed yet? Get on there and hit that sub button, because when I get to 20,000, I'm giving away a Death Star playset. How I'm going to give it away? Don't know all that yet. How's my son? My son's good. Surgery's next month. Like I said earlier, he's not in any pain or anything. I don't know how his back's so crooked it hurts me looking at it, but so he's good. MASH should be an offshoot of G.I. Joe. Yes, it should. They almost did Star Wars style mask figures. If you didn't see that video, check that out. Yeah, Star Wars was going to reboot and do like a mask type line. And I did a whole video on it. You might want to check that out. Can you talk about the action stand for the original 12 with a cardboard back piece? Can you talk about the 12 action? Oh, you talking about the early bird backdrop, or the you could order not the early bird one. There was another one you could get. You can mail in. I never had that, so I don't know whether much more I can add to it off the top of my head. Ever take part? I've taken apart my shuttle trying to fix the wings. I hadn't really taken apart to fix the sound on stuff. I'm not really good at that stuff. I can watch those videos how to fix it, and I still can't fix stuff. So, oh, Lucas, no, not George, sent me a super chat. Thanks so much. Hey, I just want to let you know I really enjoy your videos. Thank you. I'm 22 and I'm starting to collect vintage. That's great. I love it when I find someone young that didn't grow up on the stuff is into the stuff. I love seeing that, because let's be honest, it's better than what's out there today. And I'm not just saying that because it's what I grew up on. Back then, toys look like toys. Today, they look like something you don't want to touch or take out of the package. But thanks, Lucas. It means a lot, and that's good, because when I look at my analytics to see who's watching my channel, it's usually between 40 and 50. So it's good seeing somebody young in the chat. I got a Death Star from eBay finally. Now my collection is complete. Ooh. No, you don't need a repo. No, you need a real one. Papa Fett, email me. I'll find you a real one. Don't buy repo. Please. I'll find you a little monster if it's going to save you from buying a repo. Don't buy a repo. Sorry, I know. Well, I'm not going to get into the whole repo thing here, but if you can, if you're going to pay $20 for a fake one, take that $20, save it, and buy. And I don't even know how much they're going for, but they can't be going for that much. Luke steps out of the Barraterra tank. It was all a dream. I'm 11. That might be the youngest right there. I don't even know how to say your name, but I would say, hey, welcome. But James Dean is dead. Is 46. Now everybody's going to say their birthday. I'm getting to the age where I have to think about how old am I again? Have to do that. You have like 20 videos on repos. I don't know if I have 20. I think I did 2. I did one with retro blasting, and I think I did another one, but I don't think Ooh, don't buy repro ever. No, that's what you want in your collection. I just don't see the point of it. It's like if I bought a Star Wars poster where some guy down the road wrote all the cast names on it, and I said, look, I got an autographed Star Wars poster. I just don't see it. I don't know. That's just me. I just rather, if I'm going to collect it, I'd rather collect the real thing. It just makes it more special to me, and just speaking for myself. And it makes it a pain in the ass when you want to buy stuff online because you don't know if it's fake or not. Sorry, I'm a Godzilla fan. Don't be sorry. You're a Godzilla fan. Don't be sorry about it. I can't read. You're 11. You can spell that word. I can't spell that word today. So don't be sorry about that. Retro Betsy complains too much for having an awesome collection. He does have an awesome collection. That's all I'll say about that. Do you think vintage Kinder Star Wars figures and toys will raise in values over the next 10 years? If they keep making good Star Wars content, it's just going to go up. Everybody keeps telling me there's a bubble. It's going once the older people die off. But I think as long as you got Star Wars as popular now as it's ever been, or as big as it was back when it was new, people's going to want the old stuff. Jumpman, you should look at this channel called Alan in the World of Toys. I'll try to remember to check that out. Junkman Rent. Retro complaints. Burn it with fire. Burn it with fire. I'm new to this channel. Well, welcome. Thanks for coming. Happy to have discovered it from France. Well, as the French say, what did the French say? I don't know. Something from Home Alone. I forgot what it was. I was going to make a joke. Doesn't matter if stuff is Ripper or not. It still gets bought by scalpers. That's true. But hey, coming up later tonight, scalpers getting trolled on Reddit. Check that video out. I think if you hate scalpers, I think you'll love that video. Remember, if you don't like scalpers, don't support them. That's why I get people that buy from scalpers and then complain, no, scalpers buy everything. Well, don't buy from them. What's coming Star Wars show on Disney Plus are you most excited for? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I'm not really excited about any of them yet till I see a trailer probably. But Obi-Wan's the one's like, yeah, I want to know more about Obi-Wan. Because it's Ewan McGregor. Come on, he was great. He's probably the best thing, one of the best things about the prequels for sure. Sorry to keep looking over here. That's what my super chat is. It's on Reddit. Yeah, it's on Reddit. I took some off Reddit and read them in a video. They wasn't the best ones. I just kind of grabbed them really fast. But Check it out on Reddit too. I'll put it when that video's up. I'll have a link where that page is. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you can Google scalpers PS5 Reddit or something to come up. We need a Darth Vader. Nah, I'm done with Darth Vader. Sorry, for me personally, I don't know what they can do more. I don't know if they can do more with Darth. Now Darth Vader's in it, and it's like a secondary character. He comes on every couple episodes. Okay, I can see that. But a whole Darth Vader show, I don't know if they can do a whole show where the main guy's a villain. I would be very surprised if they pull that one off. Do you like live Asakatana? Shocked I didn't see. I put it on Twitter. Like I said, I don't like the character. I don't like the cartoon character. I don't like how it looks. But I'm giving the live action the chance. You know, I like what I saw. I like the actress that plays her. So I don't have no problem with that. I didn't like the cartoon version of it. But mostly it's because it got so hyped. It just made me not like it, I think. I'm most excited for the book. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the Book of Boba Fett for sure. But at least we kind of seen like a teaser, I guess you could say. Do you have a cat? No, I don't have a cat. Actually, there's a neighborhood cat that comes over to the house sometimes, if that counts. Sweet. So we'll do about 10 more minutes here because my mouth's getting really dry, guys. Sure. See if I missed any here. That's why super chats. I'll make sure y'all see them. If you really want to ask me something there. Have you ever gone to Galaxy's Edge? No, I was hoping to go this year, and then the whole Cornelius virus happened and screwed all my plans up. But I thought about just going by myself one day, but no. Well, first when it opened, I was like, it's too crowded. I'm not dealing with that. But back a couple months ago, I actually emailed Disney trying to get some free media tickets, you know, thinking, hey, I'm going to review it and get people to want to go back from the virus, tell them it's safe. But they didn't answer my email. Cheap ass. If I can get them free, I'll definitely go. I have a Slave 1 Transformer that turns into Boba Fett. Oh, I remember that. Those Star Wars Transformers. Yeah, I remember that. That was a pretty cool line. I can't find your Star Wars Mask video. You should be able to just go to my channel, search Star Wars Mask. It should come up. I can't tell you off the top of my head what it is, but I'm trying to see. It might be under I got a playlist for prototypes. Might be under that. If not, you should be able to type just Mask, and it should come up. Make sure if you do it with the periods and do it without the periods. Swagger Dr. Pepper for working, junk man. Ugh, hate Dr. Pepper. Ugh. Where's your Jabba? Oh no, my Jabba's in a box. Since I moved into the new junk room, I haven't even unboxed him. Like I said earlier, I got this little black thing stand over here. I need to get something on this side of the room so I can get some stuff out of boxes. You should make a video about the transforming Star Wars. Maybe I might look into that. The Micro Machine stuff from the 90s was great. I was really into that Micro Machine stuff. Those little heads that open up and everything. I really was crazy about them. You going to take any calls on the action figure show anytime soon? Chris, I think I did take one of your calls, didn't I? That name sounds familiar. I don't know. It all depends. When I'm going through to get the show ready, it all depends on if I feel like I got enough for a show or not. But, or if I go listen to them, is that something I can work with also? Hey, Jack Jumpman, I dig your Star Wars videos and good to see you live. Thank you, Johnny, and I hope to be back every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern to do a live show. That's my plan. To do something Star Wars related. And I might do a live show one more time during the week to talk about something non-Star Wars. Haven't decided yet. But that's my plan for 2021, to do more live shows. And who knows, maybe one day I can take this whole crazy junk room thing full time. And I can be like Johnny Paycheck and tell my boss to take the job and shove it. I have a 1998 Java still in the box. Is that rare? Not if it's from 98, no. Nothing from the 90s is rare. Oh, that's the one with the Power of the Force line. Yeah, not. It's the 90s, man. You ain't gonna get. I mean, you might find one or two things in the 90s that's worth something, but that's hard to believe. Okay, somebody did the link to the Star Wars Match video. Thanks. Right on, Junkman. Right on. I have a bird transformer that's rusted. Bird transformers. They do make some unrust stuff, but I don't want to tell nobody to do nothing like that because they'll mess up and they'll come yell at me. Oh, I missed the one here. Darren with 2 R's. Do you have more toys than what's behind you. Yeah, especially since I moved to the new place. I got a lot of stuff in boxes. I got boxes and boxes. A lot of stuff in boxes is stuff I don't care about. But I can't bring myself to throw it away. But I don't have much, you know, mostly what you see is what I really, really like. But I do have like the Cantina playset, Java playset, and some other things. No, you shouldn't have taken more care of your toys when you were young. You play with them, you had fun with them. That's what matters at the end, right? Your mom has a thong ring that's rusty. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. Chips and dip. What kind of food? Chips and dip sandwich. What kind of food? Chips, dip, switches. What kind of? I don't know what. Do you have a video on Kenner Alien toys? I have a video on how the Alien toy cartoon they were gonna do was based on those '90s ones, but then I found out it looks like there never was a plain cartoon, as people say. So I think I've talked about the '90s aliens too, but I haven't really done much on that. I was gonna do one on the prototype alien that was made from a Hammerhead figure, and I need to get off my ass and do that one, because apparently when Kenner was doing the alien line, they did a prototype of the alien, and they used Hammerhead. Ain't that crazy? Box do bag? Yeah, box do bag. It all depends on if it's well, they all worth something, but if you have the one with the collector seal, believe it or not, that's probably worth more. Yeah, it depends on the box. But Dewback was only released in the Star Wars line. It didn't cross over to Empire. Then it came back out for the collector series. So, yeah, Dewback in a box would be worth something. Let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, my cat keeps biting me. Sorry about that. Nothing I can do. Collector series, yes. In top of my head here, 83, 84, I think 82, 83, sometime around. They did a collector series. They re-released the TIE Fighter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 83, 84. Released the TIE Fighter, Land Speeder, and Dewback in a Star Wars logo box, but put a collector seal on it. And there actually, that's about the only thing I know that says collectors. You know, the collector's item, and it's actually worth more because they didn't do a lot of those. The old top cars are cool. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a video on the top car. That's been one of my need to do lists because I love having those as a kid. Oh, you have the gold. You have the hard-on 3PO. That's pretty cool. I like to get that one. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna wind it up, guys. Let me read a couple more here. We got the collector series in A2, but not in the original boxes. Well, what do you mean by original box? I mean, it has the Star Wars logo on it. That's what I was going by original box. I mean, it looks just like the original box, except it says Star Wars collector series. It's got a little circle on it. It says collector series. And I don't think it was 92, though. From what I remember off the top of my head, the Battle Damaged TIE Fighter came out in 83. They discontinued it, then brought back Darth Vader in 84 with the collector seal. Could be wrong, top of my head, but it was close to the original box. I don't think it had the LP logo on it, but it was pretty close, and it had a seal that said Collector's Series. I recognize my Boba Fett doll behind you, and I'm happy. Boba Fett doll. One thing, I don't got no dolls. Boba Fett. Did you give me a Boba Fett? Did you send me a Boba Fett? Who said that? See, you got 12-inch Boba Fett. I bought that at a toy show. I got my hot toy. Figures? Someone did give me one of those figures over there. Was it you? In the UK, we didn't. I have to look, see what UK. You mean UK? What do UK get for collector seals? In the collector seal, I have to look into that because I don't remember them coming back out unless I'm just not thinking about it. Did they also do the Land Speeder? Yeah, it was Land Speeder, Dewback, Vader TIE Fighter. I think that was the only three they did. Do you have a Yoda racer as a kid? I had a lot of racers as a kid. I might have had it, might not have. What figure do you display in your Death Star playset? What figures do you? Well, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it. You can see it. It's an arcade. So I've got a little robot somebody sent me. Death Star droid, the new Tarkin, three-legged R2, the monster from the trash compactor, and I think that's about it. And I got Warsman and Greedo and the land speeder getting the hell out of there. I hate the new vintage collection. Besides the Stormtrooper, the characters don't look like the originals. You mean the vintage collection or the retro collection? I get all mixed up here. Did you ever get the remote control lands? No, that's my dream piece. That's my dream piece. The Sandcrawler. I always wanted that. Wait, I have the Boba Fett doll that has Jedi hairs. Doll. Okay, guys, my mouth is killing me here. We've done an hour, and I think that's good. Do you ever open up the Han and Carbonite figure, or leave it in the package? Just cute. Did you? I don't have a Han and Carbonite. I don't have a Han and Carbonite. You mean like the vintage one? Oh, you mean the? Oh, you want to send me that one? Like the new thing? No, I left that in the package. That was pretty cool. Wookiee hairs. You know, now that he mentioned, you know, I heard a rumor back in the 90s with the prequels that they were going to change that for the straps being Wookiee hair to being Jedi braids. And it shows how many Jedis he's killed. Did you ever join the Star Wars fan club? No, I didn't ever do the Star Wars fan club. Where can I send you? Well, just email me. You can find my email on the About page or on my Twitter, and send me an email and I'll send you my address. I got to get a P.O. box so I can put it. I have the remote control Jawa Sandcrawler. David, I hate you! It's my dream piece. Have a good night. Thanks for doing this. Y'all let me know. Come back in the comments or Facebook or whatever. Let me know what you think. If you think I should do this every Monday. And how's it look? New cam, new webcam. I look really white on what I'm looking at. But okay, guys. Over an hour long. I want to thank you for coming in. It means a lot. Again, let me know what you think about this and look for it. I'm going to upload it. So check back in about 20-30 minutes for scammers getting scammed on Reddit. I think you'll enjoy that. No, I did. I think that's it. In my kitchen, I used to put Han Solo in I love freezing my figures. Okay, I'll be reading there all night. So I want to thank you for watching. As always, thumb up the video so you like my content. And
Junk Man. Thank you, sir, for that.